Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another Community Connection. Super excited to have my friend DJ Jeyaram with us today, and he's a great community leader. He's been featured in some of our magazines and does a lot of great things. So, DJ, thank you for coming on the show, and pardon all my
Thanks,
emails to
Ryan.
get
I
it right.
appreciate
Yeah, well, and I was like, well, we got it right. I sit in the wrong time zone, so it always makes you feel like you have an old friend. But
it.
appreciate you bearing with me there. Well, tell us. I know a lot of people know you do a lot of things in the community, and we got to meet through this today, face to face, or closest we can be to it. But tell us a little bit about you, your family, your practice, some of the stuff, so we can kind of get to know you better.
Sure. I live in Snellville with my wife, Cassandra, my son, Kai, and my daughter, Emmy Rose. And I have my own little law firm. They were based in Duluth, but of course, working out of home right now. And my firm specializes in a couple things, but our real community connection is that we help special needs families, and really all families, but mostly special needs families with their estate planning needs.
Okay, and I do remember that. That is so important. On a personal note, I grew up, and my baby sister, who now is, I guess, in her early 40s. She's a brain tumor survivor. From a month, but she was 6 months old, and my father started a brain tumor foundation for children back, whatever, 35, 40 years ago. So I spent a lot of time and have been a lot of time around special needs. So that's so important. Just navigating those waters, and know you've probably seen it in our magazines. We've done a lot of stories on these special people, and that's what they are. And I want, sometimes they don't know where to start or who to ask for help. And so before I forget, let's tell them in the beginning, if they do want to reach out to you once this video is played later through all of our social digital channels, how can they reach out to you?
So they can, email is always good. It's at dj@jlaw, JEYLAW.com, or our phone number is 678-325-3872.
Yeah, and that invite goes for anybody to email them except me, because that's been enough time. But well, tell us a little bit. So now you do you were part-time, I'm going to say judge or justice. Am I saying that correctly?
Sure, I'm a part-time magistrate judge in Gwinnett County.
Okay.
And so, at least in that role, I'm still going into work maybe once a week. We still need to kind of keep the criminal arrest warrants and search warrants and protective orders going even during this time.
So what, I haven't seen it firsthand. So that the Gwinnett County courthouse?
Well, actually, we do those warrants out of the Gwinnett County Jail. We have some courtrooms there set up in the jail.
Okay. So business, as best as can be done, is still being done on a, has to be done in some kind of fashion where you go on site. So it's not completely, you can't do that virtually, I would assume.
Yeah, there's some constitutional issues, statute issues where we've got to show up. So we're there.
Well, that's awesome. All your stuff you're doing, and I hope our audience will reach out. Well, let's talk a little bit, DJ, being a community leader and, calling the show Community Connections. We watch the stock market go up and down. We watch you wear a mask or don't wear a mask. And, I'm working on my doctorate in leadership, but I know you have a law degree, so you finished the drill. I got to finish mine. And, so that, but neither of us are medical doctors, but everything from groceries to unprecedented, and people just keep using these words. But I am determined to say, we are going to get to the other side of this. We are going to get to the other side of this, and people are starving to get back. See people they haven't seen, give people a hug. And there's people I see, you can see it through social media or Facebook or whatever. They're just really frustrated or down, or, their emotions are all over the place. And, as a leader, what do you say? I'm sure you've dealt with a little bit of it too. What do you say to people right now going, is this ever going to end? And any thoughts or advice?
Sure. Absolutely, it's going to end, and it looks like that light at the end of the tunnel is coming up, hopefully sooner than later. But what I tell people is, you have to take a silver lining when you have situations like this. And what I've seen in the community are just people being kind and generous, professionally, personally, socially. I mean, whatever it is. I know my firm, along with several other estate planning firms in the state and certainly in Gwinnett County, that we've waived any fees for consultations. We're willing to sit down with families and just talk to them, educate them, make them feel better about what they're doing. I know there are a lot of professionals doing things like that. So even though it's a hard time, we're seeing a side of humanity that I hope persists after this all passes.
I love how you said that, DJ. I agree. I'm seeing, support to the small businesses and the restaurants and stuff. People can't get out. I'm seeing, for goodness sakes, I've been preaching this for years, and even the columns I write in the magazines about us uniting and instead of coming untied. But as I sit here and think through this, it is so nice to see people quit worrying about ridiculous things and realize that we're all flesh and blood, we're all human, we all breathe, and realize we all have so much more in common than we do apart. And the reason I want to do some of these shows is, you do stuff in the government, and I've had other mayors and people on here, but we're community based. I mean, so you got your federal government, you got your state governments, you got your regional stuff, but neighbor helping neighbor is not something the government needs to tell you to do. Helping a co-op is not something the government needs to tell you to do. Waiving the fee, it's just the right thing to do right now because we're all in this together. Is that fair?
Absolutely. And when you rely on your community and you rely on your neighborhood, that help gets there fast, and it gets there the way you need it to get there. It's not just kind of a blanket thing. And again, I'm glad the state and the feds are doing what they're doing. But, when your community reaches out, it happens quick and it happens from the heart. And that means a lot.
It does. And just to, again, just is so great to have you on the show today. And again, this show is just an outway of say, how do you bring people together and give them more things to watch than simply, the news that they've been stuck with for 4 or 5 weeks, or all the Netflix shows they've watched. And in all seriousness, I see people, and I think people are going to be longing to get back out. I do think, just looking at statistics and stuff, I do know it appears to be like that light at the end of the tunnel, that if people just keep doing what they're supposed to be doing, they don't have to go visit you in the county jail there. I'm just playing. But in all seriousness, they keep doing what we're doing locally. We're doing well in Gwinnett from everything I'm understanding, and we're doing well as a country. We're getting over that curve. And then if we can just get there, I think America united is going to come back like we did after 9/11 and some of these other things, and really put aside these stupid divides that just are a waste of time in the eternal scheme of things.
I think you're right. I think, America's going to come out of this stronger and smarter and more united. And like I said, hopefully that continues into the future.
It does. I mean, I really hope so. And I think everybody, I've told everybody to use this time, because I know you, DJ, you're involved in many, many things, and I've been the same way. And so I've been saying, we're slammed, I'm drowning, I'm running ragged, I'm in the weeds, and then I've said on the show a couple of times, I said, well, I didn't have time, I haven't had time, and then you get time. And then, like I said a couple of times in the show, my father asked me while we were FaceTime, he said, so what did you do at that time? And what did you do during this unprecedented time? And so I challenge all the leaders out there watching this. This is not just Gwinnett and Atlanta, Georgia. This is anywhere. DJ's, got a firm. He's helping people. He's not worried about, can he give them a half price off deal? He's just doing it. It's what I'm trying to do with people too. And I keep saying, hey man, we're all in this together. We're all in this side by side, arm in arm, as community people, wherever your community is. And I just encourage you to reach out to people and be there for them. And I think, DJ, as we kind of come to the end here, I think if you just do the next right thing and treat people the way you want to be treated, I think that goes a long way.
It does. And that long way is going to make those relationships last into the future. People will remember what people do during this time.
Absolutely. Well, let's tell one more time, since you do that and your business is allowing you to help people. And, when we get on the other side of this, help even more people. I want to make sure we tell them one more time your phone number and your website, and then we'll kind of wrap up.
Sure. Phone number 678-325-3872. My email is DJ, just the 2 letters, at jeylaw.com. We're doing our estate consultations for free by Zoom. Spend 30 minutes. We'll talk to you about whatever your concerns are, and hopefully you'll go away feeling a little bit better. Well,
DJ, I really appreciate you coming on the show. Appreciate your flexibility of my time zone ineptness, and thanks for all you're doing in the community and giving some encouragement, because we will all come to the other side together.
Well, Ryan, thank you. I appreciate all you do, and thanks for your time today.
Thank you, DJ. That's DJ Jeyaram. He has his information. I encourage you to reach out to them if you need that right now. or be there to support their business as we come to the other side of it. But this has been another Community Connections. Hope you are having a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time, everybody.